Welcome back, Yackers, to another wonderful episode of UMass Yak Back. Today we're talking about the Super Bowl, the Grammys, and Crumpye. It's a game. You'll find out. Up next. So this crazy thing where you throw something to other people and then we lose and then we won happened. It was called the Super Bowl and we all watched it. So let's talk about it. Robbie, what did you do during your Super Bowl plans this year?
Okay, so every year I've been at UMass, the group I'm with always seems to die down. They always seem to not have any energy come the Super Bowl because Saturday night is crazy here at UMass. So it's like people are hungover and it's like it's the Super Bowl. You have to have some beers, you have to enjoy it. So here I am finally, and I've the past 3 years I've been one of those people to have the energy sucked out of me during the Super Bowl. But this year I was like, it's senior year. I'm just gonna go hard for the Super Bowl. Like I'm gonna enjoy it and we're gonna have a good time. And I did, but I was alone in that endeavor. And meanwhile, this one is drooling on the couch during the biggest Patriots fan in there, drooling on the couch during the probably 3/4 of the entire game.
I was really tired, but you also weren't alone. There were other people hyped.
Who?
I was just really
Wands, that's it.
Yeah, but I was just really tired for the Super Bowl, so I couldn't really get that into it. But honestly, I think I was a good luck charm because every time I was passed out, they started doing really well. My only real memory of the Super Bowl was me being my favorite part is always the food, so I ate myself into a food coma, and then I was really tired and there were carpets, I tried to lay back on the carpet to rest, and I laid back into a big thing of taco dip. And after that, it was like my day was ruined, so I was just going to fall asleep regardless. That was my Super Bowl.
Speaking of food, Burnsy, any good foods at your Super Bowl party?
No, we actually didn't eat, and
What?
It's our
That's the whole point.
We don't eat during the Super Bowl.
We're just watching.
The room I was in, everybody was wicked into it, and one person ordered wings, but he didn't share it with anyone.
Oh,
so
that's
that
the
made us
worst.
jealous. Yeah, it's a tough weekend to pace because I've been at UMass for a while now, and I see people can go out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you have the Super Bowl Sunday. So that could be 4 nights of drinking in a row. So, I did a little bit, but other people were pretty wasted too, so.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are misrepresenting UMass. UMass can hang. It's just you guys who can't hang.
I can hang.
I hung.
I can hang.
I hung. Listen,
It was
I hung.
Okay, yeah, you hung.
This is a Seinfeld conversation.
And listen, out of anything, regardless of who hung or not, the game was crazy. And from the beginning, I called it and I said, this is all entertainment.
The whole time,
I
whole
said that
game,
too, actually.
the whole game, the Patriots are losing really badly, and Robbie just keeps saying, this is all entertainment, and it's all gonna happen that the Patriots are gonna just come back right at the end for entertainment purposes. And I'm there's no way. We were losing by so much.
I bet the Patriots and Kraft and Brady all conspired and were like, we're going to boost these ratings. You guys are going to do really bad. And then you're going to be like, plot twist. And we're going to get extra money.
It's almost like you could overhear a conversation similar oh, did you see that movie last week that just came out? Yeah, it was so good. Did you see the ending? That was the Super Bowl. It was a movie.
Maybe the Falcons were in on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably got...
I'm really curious about your thoughts on the
It's like
game,
wrestling.
'cause you're the
It's like
only football
WWE.
fan really in here, I think.
Yeah, I mean...
Look at him right now. I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
TB12,
Are you
do
wearing
your
it
job.
backwards?
No. It's just not the best Brady shirt. I wanted a jersey, but they're really expensive, so I got the shirt. I'm not going to talk about... I forget. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the game because I could talk about the game for hours. But what we have to realize is it's so special what Brady's doing because he's 39 years old. And people, we're young. We don't really understand that. When you get older and your body starts deteriorating, to play with young guys
who are fresh out of college.
Who are fresh out of college at that level and do that, it's fantastic. That's what else. He's the the greatest football player of all time.
Treats his body like a temple.
Yeah, he does. He takes
His
care of it. Yeah.
diet is insane.
Right. And it's a lesson for all of us. You just like kind of, I mean, not to that extent, but to try your best to when you get older. Yeah.
I feel like even if I like followed his diet and attempted his exercise, I would not be anywhere close to having this.
You're saying you couldn't win 5 Super Bowls if
Yeah,
you just
no.
stopped eating fruit
Yeah.
and fast food?
I'm pretty sure you could.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah. What about you? You think you could do it, Robbie?
Robbie's a very athletic boy.
I think maybe you can be the next if we trade Garoppolo.
I think it's all fake.
What do you
I think
mean?
he's meant to be the Leonardo DiCaprio of the NFL.
That's why he's so attractive.
I'm just saying.
How is Leonardo DiCaprio fake though? What does that comparison even
No,
mean?
like he's like the guy in Hollywood, and Tom Brady's the guy in the NFL, and people love to hate him.
Yeah, that's one thing I always forget about because I feel like I've spent my entire life in Massachusetts and when people say they don't like Tom Brady, it's like really jarring to me because like my mom like looks up Tom Brady to see what he's up to like probably twice a week.
Yeah.
Like everyone I know is obsessed with him. So it's really hard to like, I don't think there's anyone who's like so loved in one place and then so widely hated the rest of the country. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
They hate us because they ain't us.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah, I think we have to remember that we're like maybe 5% of the population
Right.
would like Brady. And like if I went into New York or something wearing this shirt, I wouldn't be safe.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of people that were upset the Falcons lost.
Yeah, I
You
feel like
know.
the entire country.
No one was
upset.
rooting
But
for the
around
Patriots.
No one was rooting
around
for
us,
the
it's like, whoa,
Patriots.
like the Patriots won, like that's all we care about. Lady Gaga was underwhelming.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone was like, "Yes, Gaga, it was so good." I was like,
She played
"And
all
what
of
was
her.
this dance
She
move?"
It was
played all of her
good.
basic hits, and her new album was actually really great. But she played just
played
the
it
songs
safe.
that everyone
She
expected her to
totally
play.
played it safe.
Poker Face, like I've heard that song a million times.
But like to Gaga stands, like that's like they want to hear that. I guess. I don't know. I just thought she played
like-
it safe.
I like the musical choices. I feel like the experience could have been better.
Yes, exactly.
We needed, more fireworks.
Better choreography.
Better choreography.
Her coming from the beginning when
Some
she jumped from the
guests.
top was cool though.
Some guests would have been
Pre-recorded.
nice.
No way.
Pre-recorded. The jump.
How do you
from
know
the-
that?
I read it. Okay.
I don't believe that.
It was pre-recorded. Swear to God. The commercials weren't that great either.
Yeah, no, not at all. There wasn't a single Doritos commercial.
No, the only commercial I really liked was the one where it was like all the celebrities in the yearbook, and they were like
That was
talking.
cool,
I forget what it was even for, but I liked it. What was like?
Yeah. What was your favorite commercial?
I like the one where Cam Newton, I don't know if you guys know him, that big football player, he was like playing football with a bunch of kids, and the dad's like, oh, if I feed him something, he'll turn into Cam Newton.
Oh,
And he's
yeah.
Oh
just,
yeah,
like,
that was a good
Yeah.
one. That
destroying
was
the
really
kids.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were sleeping. She didn't see it.
No, I saw that one.
Overall, though, they were definitely more feel good than comedy, but what are you gonna do? And this episode's over, so what are you gonna do? Catch us for the next segment. Hello from the other side of the Grammys. That's what we're talking about. Here is Brian, Robbie, and Allie. So I didn't watch the Grammys, but I guess you guys did. I don't think I've ever watched them. What is the Grammys, Robbie?
Why? Number one, why didn't you watch them? They're like the music awards show of like the year.
The Oscars of music.
They're kind of boring in my opinion, but like I watched them because my boyfriend did, so.
We didn't watch them all the way through though.
I watched them all the way through. I think the Grammys are awesome.
I think it's good because it's all performances. Like when you think about the Oscars, a lot of it's like speeches and dilly-dallying, and I love the Oscars. Don't get me wrong. The music, like Oscars, the most you see is like clips from this movie that
Yeah.
you didn't see. Like Oscars, a lot of time you're getting hints of this movie that you didn't really see, and it's like not a lot of context. But For the Grammys, it's all out there. Like, all the nominated artists are performing for you.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is what they're nominated for.
In the Oscars, if you hadn't seen the movies, you're kind of like you don't have any sort of opinion. You don't really care.
But
who
you
wins.
probably heard all the music that's
But
Grammy
yeah, you,
nominated.
like the Grammy nominated songs you've heard on the radio, and you can be like, oh, like I really like that song. I want it to
Or you
win.
can be like, oh, I hated that song.
right,
I can't believe it.
right.
won."
You can't be like, I hated that movie if you haven't even seen it. So the Grammys are greater than Oscars. We're saying, but the Oscars I feel like mean more than the Grammys. I don't know. It's just different.
I think, yeah, they're just completely, yeah.
But the Grammys this year were very lackluster. Very
I
lackluster.
thought James Corden was a great host.
I didn't.
I thought it was kind of funny. Like he had like some funny like skits, but like I just don't like him in general. So
When he fell down the stairs for his opening act.
I didn't watch the opening, but I saw like the weird like carpool like
Yeah,
vibration.
Sweet Caroline, and no one knew the words.
That was
Everyone-
awkward because then
And
Neil Diamond was there.
in the car.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
John Legend was just like mumbling.
I was just confused.
Yeah.
Why did we have a UK person hosting an American awards event?
Immigrants, we got the job done.
Ah.
It's a
Like, I don't
Hamilton.
think
It's a
that
Hamilton
quote-
quote.
Oh, see, over my head.
I think I don't know. You know what? That's easily the most lit award show, the Tonys. If you watch it, the Tonys are crazy. Those are good.
It also baffles me how many people, like, not how many people, but how certain celebrities can get an EGOT where they get an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Like, you have to be good at everything. Singing, dancing, acting, everything to get all 4 awards from all 4
Who
awards.
has an
Who
get
has
an
EGOTs?
Oscar too? You know.
Audrey Hepburn.
Whoopi Goldberg. I think.
Whoopi
That's the only
Goldberg,
one I know.
yeah.
That's the only one I know.
Yeah.
Neil
That's
Patrick
crazy.
Harris could get up there. He could do it.
He could. He can do a lot.
Yeah.
Series of Unfortunate Events. Anyone seen it? Netflix. So good.
I only watched a couple episodes and then I wasn't a big fan.
Did you read the books?
I did read the books. I really liked the books,
Oh,
and I liked
so
the old movie.
Jim Carrey.
But I didn't like this one. I didn't think.
It's very different. It's very
Yeah,
like
I
self-aware,
liked it.
over the top kind of film.
The biggest news from the Grammys was definitely Adele winning. She swept. This is the second time she swept the Grammys in every category she's been nominated in. 21, she won 7 Grammys for every single category.
21 was amazing.
Yeah, for 25, she was nominated for 3 categories, and she won with 2 of them, which were the top categories: Record of the Year and Album of the Year. And she won Album of the Year, but she didn't want it because to her,
She gave it to Beyonce, right?
to
She was
her,
She broke it in 2.
there was an interview at the end, like after the whole award show, like where you talk to the press, and she was like, Lemonade was my album of the year, like, and she goes, but the bottom line is, what the F does Beyonce have to do in order to win Record of the Year? Like, what else does she have to do?
It's kind of crazy that Beyonce's #1 album of the year.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy.
It's
I would
like,
say.
and there's this whole issue like Grammys are racist or traditional, you'll say, or whatever, but it's crazy. And I respect Adele so much for doing that, you know?
My thing with it is, I think that Adele's amazing, and I think that she has a vocals like anyone, no other, of course. Like, you can't deny Adele's talent, but I don't think that 25 was really this like big veer away from anything that we've seen Adele do. Like 25 is pretty similar to 21, not similar, but like it's
Same
not,
vibe,
yeah,
same
same
vibe.
vibe. Whereas Lemonade in Beyonce, the 2 past albums Beyonce has done, she keeps doing things that are just kind of way different than what she's done before.
She's
Like,
pushing
she
the
keeps,
envelope.
She keeps evolving as an artist, and I feel like she's just not getting rewarded for that. I think she's like forever changing in a way that a lot of artists don't. I also think Rihanna got totally snubbed at the Grammys because I thought her album was amazing too.
But speaking of Beyonce, didn't watch again, but she did perform Pregnant, and I guess there's been controversy all over that. What do you guys think about that?
People are like, now she's the biggest douchebag. She's even more of a douchebag
Why?
than LeBron James because she's so
It's
egotistical.
because in her
get it.
performance,
But she can
basically, yeah, she got a big time slot, which of course she deserves. But she had this huge time slot where, for probably the first 2 minutes of it, she wasn't singing. It was like this weird like graphic thing she was doing, which I thought was really cool.
It was cool, but it wasn't. I don't think it was appropriate for the Grammys when
Yeah, and
when they
people are,
made
like,
2
pissed.
other artists, you know, combine 2 songs and perform together when the 2 songs didn't go together at
Yeah.
all. One was a country singer and one was Lucas Graham. Like, it was like, what? And
Yeah.
they
Didn't
made
Gaga
it work.
and Metallica perform too?
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was really funny. Like the
What-
guy Metallica, like his mic wasn't
working. The Grammys were a mess this year.
Yeah. I would say another thing is too, like, Beyonce's performance is just not what we're used to seeing Beyonce do, because
She's
she's
always over the
usually
top,
dancing like
yeah.
crazy, like over the top kind of thing, and she's pregnant with twins. She can't really.
Adele did perform twice. She opened with Hello, and then she did a tribute to George Michael. And the tribute to George Michael was crazy because she was off key and she said, she was like, shit. And then she stopped singing. And she was this is live TV and she goes, if I'm doing a tribute to this man who she's looked up to for her whole life, she thinks he's a true artist, which he was. He always stayed true to his British self, which she said in the interview. And she was like, I have to do him justice. So she started over and there was so much controversy on Twitter, like perfect your craft if you're gonna perform. And I just think that's so wrong. Like she knew she was not doing well. Like it was live TV. Like I get it. Like I don't know. It just pissed me off that people were mad because it's like she's amazing and she knew she was off key. Why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she stop and do him justice? You know. I don't even know who George Michael is that much.
Oh my God! Did you see Keanu? Anyone?
The movie?
The movie,
About
Keanu with Key and Peele and the cat. Oh, great movie. But besides that, they have a whole like side plot line with George Michael in it. And they're like, cause they're like suburban, like black people, and then they go and they're like these like more hood black people, and he's listening to George Michael's, and the other guys are all like, what is this? Like, yeah, this is my jam, and one of them gets a tattoo.
Oh no.
You had to see it.
Also, on the topic of dead people, David Bowie won an award, and 21 Pilots accepted it for him. I hate 21 Pilots.
Well,
They
I know
also
you hate
won.
them, but you're gonna have to take that hatred elsewhere because that's all the time we have for this segment. So, we'll catch you on the next one. Welcome back, and today we are playing Crumpye. Who will win? Let's find out. I have the same people, so I'm not going to introduce them. Brian! I ordered the salmon medium instead of medium. Well, I didn't want to ruin the magic.
Kanye?
Correct. Robbie, I understand that you don't like me, but I need you to understand that I don't care.
Trump.
Wrong. Kanye. Allie. Happy Thanksgiving to all, even the haters and losers.
Kanye.
No. All right, Brian. Sorry, losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest, and you all know it. Please don't feel so stupid or insecure. It's not your fault.
Kanye?
No. All right, do you know where to find marble conference tables? I'm looking to have a conference. Not until I get the table, though.
Trump?
What? Allie, it's 1 a.m. and I can't stop thinking about myself.
Kanye.
Yay! Yes! All right, Brian. Happy New Year to all, including to my many enemies and those who have fought me and lost so badly. Yep.
Well, that's a crazy tweet.
Robbie. Who's seen the play Wicked? I've seen it 4 times. Other than loving the music, acting, and costumes, it's my story! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. No. Allie, I specifically ordered Persian rugs with cherub imagery! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. What do I have to do to get a simple Persian rug with cherub imagery? Ugh.
Trump.
No. Brian. Everyone is asking me to speak more on Robert and Kristen. I don't have time except to say, Robert, drop her. She cheated on you and will again.
Kanye?
No! Trump. All right, Robbie. I hate when I'm on a flight and I wake up with a water bottle next to me like, oh, great, now I got to be responsible for this water bottle.
Kanye. Okay.
What? All right, Allie. I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke.
Donald Trump.
Yep.
I drink Diet Coke.
All right. I would like to thank Julius Caesar for originating my hairstyle.
Kanye?
Yeah. All right. Sorry, there is no star on the stage tonight.
Kanye.
No.
Trump.
Allie, I'd like to address the false stories and noise that have been engineered by the media.
Oh, Trump.
No. I have no interest in working with anyone who is too important or too good or too traditional to take a call at 3 a.m.
Trump?
No.
This is hard. Why?
Very difficult. Yes, I am personally rich and I can buy furs and houses for my family.
Leave me alone. Kanye.
Yay! Oh, there they go. I think Twitter was designed specifically with me in mind. Just my humble opinion. Ha 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 ha. Humble. Ha ha.
Trump?
No. Sometimes I push the door close button on people running towards the elevator. I just need my own elevator sometimes. My sanctuary.
Trump?
No. My Twitter has become so powerful that I can actually make my enemies tell the truth.
Okay. Trump.
Yes.
Can you stop whispering the answers in my ear?
Well, you're getting, since I've done that, you got
No,
them
I got the
right.
first one wrong, and I want you to stop because I have my own mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Harsh.
The doors may be heavier, but I promise you, we will break them.
Trump.
No.
What?
All right, Brian, I am ultra light beaming right now. So many people have called or emailed to help today. Hedge fund guys, billionaires, etc. What?
Trump?
No, but like he must have been on a lot of blocaine. Robbie, my number one enemy has been my ego. There is only one throne, and that's God's.
Kanye.
Kanye. That was an easy one.
That was an easy one.
All right. Katy Perry must have been drunk when she married Russell Brand at Rusty Rockets, but he did send me a really nice letter of apology.
Oh.
All right. And I used a period because, contrary to popular belief, I strongly dislike exclamation points, exclamation point.
Trump?
No. All right, Robbie. Can somebody sue me already? Hashtag I'll wait.
Trump.
Nope. All right. I hate sports coats with button-up shirts, jeans, and dress shoes.
Trump.
Nope.
This is hard.
Thanks. Many are saying I'm the best 140 character writer in the world. It's easy when it's fun.
Kanye?
No. How come every time I show anger, disgust, or impatience, enemies say I had a tantrum or meltdown? Stupid or dishonest people? Question mark.
Trump.
Yeah.
Crazy tweet.
Fur pillows are hard to actually sleep on.
Kanye.
It's a tight race.
Yeah. My Twitter followers will soon be over 2 million, and all the biggies. It's like having your own newspaper.
Donald Trump?
Can you imagine how embarrassing it would have been for the country if the candidates actually did get into a fist fight?
This is tough. Is he talking in third person? Trump? Okay.
Damn.
The Today Show should call me about who to put on the show. I know more about people who get ratings than anyone.
Oh, Trump.
Yeah, this one was. That one
Celebrity
was
Apprentice,
easy.
check it out.
Yeah.
Also, for anyone that has money, they know the first rule is to use other people's money.
Trump?
Nope. Kanye. All right. My fragrance, Success, is flying off the shelves at Macy's. The perfect Christmas gift.
It must be Kanye.
Nope.
Trump has a fragrance?
Oh, yeah.
All right. It's amazing how people can talk about me, but I'm not allowed to talk about them.
Trump.
Yes. I think Allie's winning. I can never do stand-up because I tell jokes better when I'm sitting.
Oh no, that was terrible.
Trump?
I like that one. It's freezing and snowing in New York. We need global warming.
Oh, my God.
Kanye.
No.
Our president tweeted that?
I
Wait,
didn't
he
get
doesn't
it.
get it,
I
he
didn't
didn't
get
get
it.
it
Oh, sorry.
Our president tweeted that. We
all
need
right.
global warming.
I'm ready to get out of my own way. The ego is overdone. It's like hoodies.
Kanye.
Shoot.
We want to innovate and we will win someday.
Trump?
Nope.
You fell behind.
I especially hate suit jackets on women. That was a groundbreaking idea 5 million years ago! Exclamation point.
Kanye loves the explanations. Okay, great.
We were learning.
Please avoid trying to talk me out of being me in the future.
Kanye.
You saw it
Yes.
through the paper, you
No, I've
cheater.
actually seen that tweet.
All right, who won?
Well, I don't know. Count them up, guys.
All
Who
right.
won? We gotta find out.
Ask
Also
us- ask us
ridiculous
all our
that
totals.
Kanye and Trump are like the same person.
Brian, how many
What?
do you have?
I have 4.
Oh.
How many do you have?
How many do you have?
Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3, 7.
8. Oh! There we
And
go.
Allie's our winner, and that's all we have. That's Crumpy for ya. We'll see you next week.